we don't license delivery, but will they have staff to have the marijuana handler's card? Do they have?
Valkyrie is actually present. I will let. maybe
Well, I don't know. I just want to make sure that you're not handing it off to somebody that's got an armored vehicle just simply because they have an armored vehicle, that they would have the proper credentials to legitimately move product.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I think we had a pretty robust discussion about that in class view, wasn't it?
Well, I did, and it's in the regulation,
Yeah.
but when you read it, it says, we will transport, we are the licensee.
Yeah.
Or we will use this third-party Valkyrie security, without saying, and we will make sure they have the right documentation to be legally able to
But I
transport.
think we kind of, I mean, it should be described.
It should be clear.
The idea is that the third-party transporter would be serving as an agent of the licensee.
I understand,
Yeah.
but that third party still has to
Sure.
have staff to have marijuana handler's card, that there is some legitimacy, they understand the rules by which they're operating. And it just needs to be clear in here, so that if, for whatever reason they get stopped, they have the manifest, they have everything else, but they may not need everything else. I just wanna make sure that the applicant understands.
Mr. Chair, so for the purpose of addressing the current and future applications, we pose the question to the representative of Valkyrie Securities to ask if they have the cards and what their plan for this third-party transport might be. And they speed the process up.
Before we do that, I think, to clarify and give you some recall of what we discussed, I know since the staff brought this up about allowing third-party delivery, do we have notes on our, because I don't remember what exactly we decided for third-party. Do we have any history on that, or what the board?
There was a board discussion of the potential for service as an agent for transport and potentially for, payment of taxes, these type of activities, and, the need for anyone doing those activities to have a handler's permit, to be aware of the regulations, to be following the regulations, because it's the licensee who takes the risk. It's their license that's at risk when they hand, their product off to someone who's not a licensee, who's serving as their agent. But the concept was generally discussed, and it was agreed by the board that there would be, it would be allowable for a licensee to use an agent in certain circumstances, such as transport.
All right. Yeah, you can go ahead and, want to ask, Valkyrie.
Is there a representative of Valkyrie in the room?
Yes, sir.
Would you address the board, please, sir?
My name is Larry Clark, Larry Clark. I'm the president and CEO of Valkyrie Security. All my officers are certified through DPS. They're all prior military law enforcement, and they all have undergone the marijuana handler's permit course. About half of my staff has already submitted and received their cards, and they're all very familiar with the regulation process.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion on this license? Okay, Mr. Jones.
This is more out of curiosity than anything else. But on the transportation plan, it said, when deemed necessary by ownership or management, 2 transportation agents will perform delivery when delivery contains large amounts, or when the delivery is in unsafe areas. I was really curious about that last statement. I was trying to figure out what you considered an unsafe area in a municipality of Anchorage. Other than for us tourists who might think it's a lot of places.
Maybe I'll let you touch on that one.
Our plan is when we approach a facility to make a pickup on our schedule, which those schedules will be random, we will assess the area first. We also have patrol vehicles that will follow transports at random times, and they will do a site assessment before the vehicle arrives. Like I said before, all of my officers are prior law enforcement military, so we do a lot of counter intel. When we approach the area, we're going to make sure that it's safe, and we have radio communication with all of our officers driver and both officers in the rear. And if we have officers on site, like we will for Dream Green Farms, they will be in radio communication with those officers inside the facility. So we'll make sure that the area is clear.
Okay, just the wording kind of struck me.
Any other discussion? Go ahead and vote. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Schulte?
Yes.
Mr. Springer?
Yes.
Mr. Emmett?
Yes.
I'm a yes.
Hot damn.